That's ooh. Don't play with him like that. Don't play with him like that. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Samurai. We are here with our last reaction of the day. This one was requested by 66 Marber. Deep Purple, Child in Time. Now, I'm familiar with Deep Purple. It was one of my dad's favorite bands. For some reason, I feel like the only song that I know is Smoke on the Water. I feel like I should know more, but for some reason, nothing comes to mind. And just from the titles here that I'm seeing from this album, where they look like they're engraved in like a Mount Rushmore type of deal, I don't recognize any of these song titles, which is crazy because I feel like Deep Purple is such a big band, and I feel like I don't know any of their songs besides obviously Smoke on the Water. Anyways, if you guys are new here, I go by Samurai Kaido. I'm a musician slash audio engineer, and here on this channel I do reactions, I do covers, I will be uploading original songs. If that's your kind of style, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe and the bell icon so you get notifications every time I drop videos like this. And that way you're not late to the party, you're early. So anyways, got our album of the week, Wish You Were Here. One of my favorite albums ever. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it, man. We're not gonna waste no time. Let's get to the last reaction. All right, we are set to go. Let's start this. And 3, 2, 1. The drums sound very distant. I like the organ sound. Turn this up a little bit.
Time, you'll see the line that's drawn between good and bad. See the blind man shooting at the world, bullets flying, taking toll. If you've been bad, oh Lord, I bet you have, and you've not been hit by a flying lead. You'd better close your eyes.
Ooh. Okay.
Bow your head. Wait for the ricochet.
Nice. All right. I like this so far. Feel like this is gonna be one of those songs that start out slow, slowly build up. It is a 10-minute song, so I don't think it's gonna stay like this the whole time. I can bet you it's going to go down into some hard rock. The members of the group, you guys let me know in the comments below. I have no clue. I know Richie Blackmore. I think that's the guitarist. But I don't know anybody else from the group. I love the organ sound. I've always, not always, but I tended to overlook the organ a lot in music. Um, for a while, and not until recently have I really paid attention to songs that have organ and what they add to the song. I was listening to Dark Side of the Moon the other day. I've heard that record so many times. And I feel like once you've heard something so much, you can you get used to it, and you feel like you've heard everything. So when you hear it again, you're focused on the things that you already know are there. Instead, what you can do is, if you've heard a song several times, or an album, whatever, shift your focus into something else. You usually focus on the guitars, focus on the keyboards, usually focus on the drums, focus on the bass. Um, it's cool to change your perspective, and I have not done that until recently, and I feel like that's opened a lot of um, just opened up my mind into a whole different thing. Even keyboards, I didn't pay that much attention to, unless they are like, the main focus of the song. But if they're just carrying the tune, I would sometimes just like not even really pay attention to it. But if you really focus and you tune in to specific instruments, and you hear them for what they're doing within that soundscape, it's cool, man. Sometimes I'll listen to songs several times, and I'll focus on different instruments each time, and I am just listening to that one instrument. And sometimes, if I feel like I've heard everything that's going on, I'll listen again, and I'll listen in between the instruments to see if there's anything that I'm missing. So I was listening to Dark Side of the Moon, and just laid back, play the album. I didn't know what to listen to, so I was like, you know what, I haven't heard that in a while, so let's put that on. And I was paying attention, and I was digging in between the instruments, and I was searching, I was searching, I was searching. I'm like, wow, there's organ all over this album. I think almost every single song has organ. And it's not until you pay attention to the organ that once you hear it, it's so there. It's like right there. It's like, how can you not hear it? You know? You just get used to listening to the same thing over and over. And you feel like there's nothing else within the context of the song that you can hear. But that's not always the case. So I would encourage you guys to do that. If you don't, if you do, then you're ahead of me. But yeah, I think sometimes a lot of people can overlook a lot of elements in a song because they're only paying attention to the things that are really present. Once you start listening in between everything opens up. There's a whole new world in there. It's like a microscopic world, and you just focus in. Just put your lenses on, focus in, and you're gonna be amazed at all of the things that you can miss. Great work. I feel like I went on a tangent for a while there, but let's go. Interesting vocals. Look, I'm telling you, the hard part is coming. I'm ready for it. Let me turn this up. Oh, I forgot to mention, in the beginning of the song, the drums were a lot to the left. Now they're almost like strictly in the right ear. That reminds me of Bruce. What's his last name? From Iron Maiden. He's always hitting that high falsetto. Even this right here, this kind of reminds me of Iron Maiden. Like the Trooper. Sounds like the bass is panned to the right, which is unusual. They're usually in the center. But back in those days, when stereo recording first came out, panning effects were very weird. If you hear the Beatles songs, a lot of times they'll have like the whole band on one side, and then like the vocals or just like the guitar on one side. It's weird. Ramp it up. Turn me up, man. Is that Richie? He's going crazy. It's slowly speeding up. Yeah. Turn me up, baby. Organ. Oh! Organ and guitar in tandem. Harmony. Oh, that's... Ooh! Don't play with him like that. Don't play with him like that. Yeah, it's interesting. I feel like the panning of the instruments are slowly kind of morphing. First, the drums were like over here, then they like kind of moved over here. Now they're in the middle. The bass is right here with the organ. Maybe there is no bass. Maybe it's just the organ playing the bass notes. I'm trying to listen. I'm trying to hear it.
If you've been bad, Lord, I bet you have, and you've not been here by flying lead. You'd better close your eyes. Bow your head. Wait for the
No, there's definitely bass. There's definitely bass. the exaggerated vocals. Yep. I hear you. Oh, god damn. That ending part reminded me of I'm sorry if that's annoying if I like keep comparing stuff to the stuff that I'm familiar with, but it's the best way I can describe it. And if you've heard the song, then you could probably see the comparison that I'm making. It's not like I'm trying to compare the bands. It's just like if I hear something, like sometimes I'll hear a certain sound and immediately like I'll hear like that same thing in a song that I'm familiar with. So that's why I bring it up. But that little ending part right there reminded me of A Day in the Life. I think that's the song on Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, where it's they kind of get the orchestra. It gets so chaotic. It's just and then it just like dissolves back into the song. Um, nice, cool, cool track, cool track. Yeah, this was kind of what I was expecting though, and I like it. I love hard rock. Is very much in my style of what I like to hear. So I'll definitely be hearing this a couple more times to really appreciate it. Again, sorry if I completely missed the lyrics. I need to start just pulling them up before I start the videos, cause then I don't forget about them. Uh, but his vocals amazing. Like I said, they reminded me of Iron Maiden's singer, and I'm aware that these guys came before. You know, they were mid '60s, late '60s, where they when they came out. So yeah, they were way before Iron Maiden, but his vocal range kind of reminds me of Iron Maiden's Bruce something. Forget his last name. Uh, yeah, cool stuff. I like the solo. The organ added a good vibe to the song, and I love that when they start ramping this stuff up. When they start slowly building it up, they start slow. Songs like that are so cool because they set the stage for you first, the first couple minutes maybe, and then once you are in that zone, then they're like, all right, now I'm gonna take you there. You want me to? I could take you there. And yeah, and it's cool too when bands just play the same thing over and over, but every couple bars they start speeding stuff up. Kind of like Radio Video by System of a Down in the ending section where they start just like and it just keeps going faster and faster and faster and faster. That's really cool because it makes you move along with the song, and then you're suddenly like you're like this, and then before you know you're like. So it's cool that music makes you move like that. The panning effects were very interesting. Maybe I'm just hearing stuff, but I feel like the instruments kind of like were like moving around very unexpectedly. Like I said, like the drums, and maybe it's just the cymbals that he was using. Were on this section, and then he was using stuff that was on the right side. But I might be tripping. Felt like the drums started like off center to the left. The guitar, I think, always remained right here or on the left side. The bass, I think, was in the middle at first, and then it moved to the right. Bass is generally right down the middle, but again, during this time, and I don't know when this record came out, I would assume late 60s, early 70s. Back in that time when they were first introducing multi-track recording and stereo and all that stuff, I think people got a little bit too experimental with panning. Hence why you have these weird Beatle records that were originally in mono, and people are used to hearing them in mono, and then suddenly you got the whole band over here, and then whatever else on the left side, which is a little off-putting because nowadays I think we've kind of mastered that side of things. Not that the music today is better by any means, but production has most certainly gotten better. Just talent maybe hasn't. Because now we have so much ability to do whatever we want. Sometimes when you have too many choices, it's hard to really get creative because a lot of times you're just searching for a certain sound and you're scared to really commit to something because there's so many options out there. And I am definitely guilty of that. Definitely guilty of that. Sometimes I wish I had less options because it makes life easier. Sometimes. So, cool song. I like this one. So shout out to you, 66 Marber. Great track. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Send me some more Deep Purple, some more hard rock. 70s era is probably my favorite era of music. Which I would assume this is when this was released. Maybe the 60s. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and smash that like button, hit the subscribe, and comment down below what else you want me to hear. There's a lot of stuff out there, man. A lot of stuff out there. But for today, this will be all, folks. I will get to editing these videos. I'm not looking forward to that at all. Yeah. But I told you guys I'm locked in. We're gonna do this, man. Stick with me, and I'm telling you, this channel is gonna grow. I'm looking to do things a whole lot different than most reactors do. So please come join me. Let's make this exciting. Give me more music. I will give you guys the music that I know and love, and hope that you haven't heard it yet, so you can experience it for the first time. And maybe you can start your own reaction channel. How about that? But yeah, thank you guys so much. This will be all for today, and these will be up soon. Thank you so much. Arigato, and sayonara.